All right, so next day we filled up these rows. We still have 2 more to fill up with compost, and we have onions.
Yes, I have a friend who sent me, thank you, you know who you are, some onions from a farm, and these are onion starts, and so she sent me 2 bundles, and I thought, you know what, I'm so excited. We have all this room. I think I'm gonna order 2 more. So I have these candy onions, copra, red candy apple onions, and these sugar star onions. So I'm gonna open these up and get these all planted in the ground because I just cannot wait. So I think what I'm gonna do is plant these in this bed. I mean, I think I'm gonna need more room, but let's just start with this. And then these in this bed. These might take up this whole bed, and then these in this bed here. But I do need to save room for my horseradish. So hopefully I can save that room over there. I'm just gonna clip off the rubber band. Look at how exciting. And then it's the directions say to plant 1 inch deep. I don't know if I need this necessarily, but I'm just gonna. Now I'm not worried about spacing because I can just pull these and eat them early. Before they're ready. Okay, so I don't think it's gonna be that hard to plant 1 inch deep. It said not deeper than 1 inch. Okay, this is gonna be a long task of planting 200 onions. There's probably about like 250 onions altogether.
All right, so we terraced our hill here, and how we did that was we tarped it first to kill off some of the grasses and the weeds to make it a little bit more better or more easier to work the soil. And then just some good old-fashioned hard labor of just shoveling, and Lorraine, she did most of the work. Let's be honest here.
I was really motivated. I wanted these onions to go in this, and I was tired of our hill because we couldn't get the mower up here, and so I was tired of our hill looking so overgrown, like a tick forest. So I was really motivated. Do I even bother with these little ones, or?
These are red candy apple onions.
So initially we put these raised beds here on this hill because we had the idea that in the fall time, this coming fall, these onions are gonna be done. And so they're gonna be done, they're gonna be harvested, and so these beds are gonna be ready to go. And we're gonna plant our garlic in them come November, probably the beginning of November. And we're gonna plant all garlic in here, and that will free up some space in the garden beds down the hill, because normally we have our garlic growing and we can't tarp the whole thing because we have garlic in there. So the garlic will be moved up here, and it looks really pretty. It looks great, and it's here until July or June or July anyway. So
Would you say onions are your favorite thing to grow?
actually garlic is, but onions, if they've already been started, they're just so easy to grow. But yeah, I like harvesting onions. I love the smell of them. I love drying them and then storing them. It's actually hot in our house, so we can't store them that long, but one day we will have a place to store them.
You ever think you'd plant so many onions?
No. I mean, I planted onion. I've never done it this way until this year. We've done onion seeds in the past, and they take forever. And their germination rate I struggle with. So I started with some onion starts earlier this spring, and they were easy. They were really easy. These green shoots came up fast, and so I was excited to receive these in the mail. But no, 200 onions, about 200 onions. No, I would never have expected to be planting this many onions, but I'm excited to do it because I love growing food, and I'm excited to use this hill because we're big believers in growing food and not lawns. So we couldn't even mow this area, and so now we have blueberries, elderberries, onions, and then we're gonna have more horseradish. So I would love to turn this whole hill into food because there's really no point in having all of this grass, because we can't even get the chicken tractors up here either. And with onion spacing, you really don't have to plant them so far apart. If you want full head onions that are growing to the max capacity, yes, you'll want to listen to onion spacing, but if you accidentally place them too close together, which I will in these beds because just for room's sake, once the onions start growing and they are at the point where you can eat them, you can harvest them at any point and then just eat them young, and then allow the other one. Like say if I place these two too close together, when they start maturing and the bulbs start forming, I can pull this one or whatever one and then allow this one to continue growing. So that's the fun thing about onions, is you really don't have to plant them so far apart. We're doing this here because we have this space, and then if I still have a few more, I might just drop them in it anywhere. And I know that because Charles Dowding says so. I'm gonna watch all his videos. Almost at the end. That's it. Look at that. Perfect. That's it. Now I just need to finish this row. I'm so excited. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, this is like Christmas to me. Oh, I'm so excited. We did it! Oh my gosh. They look so good. They fit. I was worried that they weren't gonna fit, but they still have
2 planters.
Yeah, I'm gonna do horseradish in one of the boxes. So the other box, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully my horseradish is still good. What's going on here, Jason? Short-term mine. I've got all my onions planted. And they're labeled. That was easy.